Good morning, Lakers. Today is Thursday, March 28th.
And this is your Laker update. Nevada is working on a law that will allow police officers to check your phone if you're in an accident. This means the likelihood that other states will follow. Will Bowen has more.
Car crash? The state of Nevada could be the first state to utilize technology to figure out if the person was using their cell phone during or after a car crash. Obviously, this is igniting privacy concerns and has had lawmakers to question if the technology is reliable enough to use. What does this mean for here at WB? Well, considering that teenagers on their cell phones account for 9% of fatal accidents, despite only accounting for a small percentage of miles driven, if a law like this would work, then it would deter people from texting while driving. Then we would expect similar legislation in our own state. We went and asked students what they thought of this legislation.
I have. Well, all of them were with my sister, because she's not the best driver, not gonna lie. Shout out to Alex, she doesn't go here. We were driving home from an event at like 6 in the morning, and we were up all night, and she thought it would be a good idea to drive. And as we were on Commerce, passing Orchard Lake, she kind of like fell asleep at the wheel, and we went off the road into a guardrail. So that was pretty fun. Yeah, it was a good time.
Well, my favorite one would have to be me in my new car, which I had for 2 weeks. I was waiting to turn left, and then I was rear-ended by a F-150 going 45, and I totaled my car. That was probably my favorite experience.
Would you feel more safe if the police checked that guy's phone that rear-ended you?
Oh, definitely, because the guy said that he sneezed, and that's why he hit me. So I think if they were able to look at his phone, they might have said something a little bit more incriminating than, "Oh, I sneezed."
Do you think that a law like this should be passed, or do you think it makes sense for that to happen?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, texting is one of the leading car crashes, causes of them, so they should definitely know if you've been texting, because then it is your fault, and that should be like a federal crime if you are texting while driving.
It all depends on the situation. The car crash, it's too just vague. They would have to, it shouldn't be if it was just a fender bender, I don't think that's needed. But if it's deadly, and fatal, I think they should be able to check that, because someone's life was lost.
They checked your phone after you got in an accident, happened to you. Would you feel like your privacy was invaded?
Yeah, I don't want the police checking my phone. Not that I do anything bad. It's just that when I talk with my friends, it's really personal. But I can understand where they're coming from on that.
Personally, yes. I mean, I have nothing to hide, so I don't see what the issue would be if they wanted to check if it was my fault, if it wasn't. If it was my fault, obviously I wouldn't want them to see that it was my fault. But I think if you did nothing wrong, you have nothing to hide.
I think it'd be invasion of my privacy if they looked anywhere further from when the crash happened. I think they do have a right, if they do pass this law, they have a right to look at the receipts or when the messages were sent instead.
I'm Will Bowen reporting for your Laker update.
Beards were once an essential part of American politics, but then they went away. Are they making a triumphant return? Drew Haddad has more on that now.
In the latter half of the 19th century in America, beards were everywhere. They were on your family, your train robbers, and especially your politicians. That's some hardcore beardage. From 1861 to 1913, all but 2 American presidents had facial hair of some kind. The trend started with Abraham Lincoln. There were 3 bearded presidents before him in 1825, 1837, and 1849. He started the long-lasting trend, and for that, he and his beard will be celebrated eternally. Hooray! You weren't a man if you couldn't grow a solid beard, or at least a stash. In 1908, William Howard Taft became the last president with any facial hair. His successor, Woodrow Wilson, was a smooth face. Since then, there hasn't been a single bearded president, or even a bearded major party presidential candidate. Thomas A. Dewey, who lost the presidential race in 1944 and 1948, would go on to tell a Boy Scout troop, any boy can become president, unless he's got a mustache. Ouch, people just weren't digging that look anymore. In 2001, after losing the presidential election, Al Gore showed up with a beard, but not in a cool way. More of a disheveled hermit, dropped out of society kind of way. The Guardian wrote that Gore looked just like one of those dethroned Eastern European monarchs who used to haunt the salons of London or Paris.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
In 2014, less than 5% of congressmen had any facial hair. It seemed like there was no hope for beards or mustaches returning to the political mainstream. That all changed in 2015 when newly elected Speaker of the House Paul Ryan grew out a lumberjack beard. He posted a photo to Instagram on November 30th, 2015 with the caption, "Waiting on confirmation from the House historian, but apparently I'm the first speaker to support a beard in about 100 years." Paul Ryan was met with quite a few critics. The National Review called for Paul Ryan to grow the economy, not facial hair. But a lot of people loved it. Ryan's beard announcement became his second most liked Instagram post. The New York Post wrote that Paul Ryan looks more like a top dog. More recently, in mid-December 2018, Ted Cruz, who was just re-elected to the Senate, showed up with a beard. Reviews were generally positive. Slate wrote that Senator Ted Cruz's new beard looks great. So it looks like facial hair is making a comeback in politics. Maybe not as big as in the days of Lincoln, but who knows what could happen. Americans could usher in a new era of beards. A second coming, if you will. As for me, I'm going clean-shaven.
By choice?
Yes, by choice. I'm Drew Haddad, reporting for Laker Update.
You have a weak beard.
I mean, that was just mean. That wasn't really clever.
One of the biggest clubs at WB is HOSA. HOSA has recently competed on the state level. Lindsay Hazelton has more about this amazing club.
We both were partners in health career display.
I'm in biomedical debate with my team.
And I did epidemiology, which is an individual event.
I competed in the nutrition. It's just a knowledge test.
So it's pretty much a competition for all health career related events. So me and Raj, for example, we did health career display, which is we picked a career and then we made a poster board displaying all the different aspects about the career.
So at the state conference, we hang out and we compete also, but it's pretty fun. You're all with all your friends.
What else? Yeah, your event is probably 2 hours out of the entire 2 days. So then you have the rest of the time is just downtime. You can go around the city and do whatever you want.
You basically attend a club. You have 3 teacher sponsors that sponsor about 140 kids in the club, and the kids can either form teams or do events individually, and it's been a very fun experience.
We did pretty good. We were state finalists, so we got top 8, and the result just came out, so we actually got 6th place.
We didn't get top 8 this year, but Kyler top 3 in the state, epidemiology right here.
And we had 6 finalists in total, our school, that placed top 8 in the state, and there was also shout out to Shruti who got 3rd in her event also.
Yeah.
I placed top 8 in the state. It's my 3rd year doing HOSA, and this is my first time being a state finalist, so I'm really excited about it.
Everyone has similar interests, and we're all friends, so we can, come together, and it's just a good time. There's no problems ever,
The whole atmosphere is pretty cool. Just being around your friends in Grand Rapids, which is a pretty nice city, downtown, it's a lot of fun.
I enjoy the passion and the knowledge that we all gain from HOSA and how we can apply that passion and knowledge in the competitions with other students who share the same interests. So it's a really, really good club.
Weather and sports are coming up next.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You so ran through.
You have no friends. You're a nerd, and your hair looks like a bird.
Built like a deodorant.
You're so fake. Your hair looks like
you so sad.
Stupid. You suck.
Girl, yo,
I hate you so much.
Your face smells.
You actually
what a failure.
What a loser.
Look like a bobblehead.
Waste of life.
Words hurt, don't start a chain. If you are a victim of bullying, talk to an adult you trust. Telling someone can make you feel less alone. For more information, visit www.stopbullying.gov.
Have you ever thought you'll not be taken seriously or you'll never be able to make it in life? Have you ever thought that you aren't good enough or that your opinions don't matter? You may have heard this before. Voices and stories matter. Opinions need to be heard. To inspire, to succeed, to love, and to dream. Because your dreams are worth more than you think.
Come on, bro. You know you shouldn't be eating and driving.
Nah, bro. You know it's fine.
It looks like spring may be here to stay. Josh has more on your extended forecast.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Looking at the weather today, right now it is 42 degrees. The dew point is 34, the humidity is 72%, and the wind is a 10-mile-per-hour south-southwest wind. As we move on to your weather almanac for today, the high will be 60 and the low will be 35. The average temperatures for today are 51 degrees and 32 degrees, and the record temperatures for today are 81 degrees and 3 degrees. As we move on to your 5-day forecast, Friday and Saturday will both be raining and in the 40s. And Sunday and Monday will be partially cloudy and around.
Here are your sports today. At 5:30, the girls' JV lacrosse team will be taking on Eisenhower at Eisenhower High. At 6, the boys' varsity lacrosse team will be going against St. Mary's at West Bloomfield. At 7, the girls' varsity lacrosse team will be going against Eisenhower at Eisenhower High School. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for watching Laker Update.
You can connect with us on Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, and LakerUpdate.com. Have a great day, Lakers.